Brilliance Audio presents Myra Breckinridge by Gore Vidal, performed by Michelle Hendley and Camille Paglia. I am certain that I can eventually capture the reality of Myra Breckinridge, despite the treachery and inadequacy of words. I must show you as I am, at this instant, seated at a small card table with 2 cigarette burns at the edge. One is about the size of a quarter, the other the size of a dime. The second is perhaps the result of a burning ash, while the first... But there is to be no speculation, only simple facts, simply stated. I sit now, perspiring freely. The odor of my lovely body is like that of new bread. Just one simile, then I shall be stylistically pure, mingled with a subtle ammoniac smell that I find nearly as irresistible as all men do. In addition to my extraordinary physical presence, I studied the classics, in translation, at the New School, the contemporary French novel on my own, and I learned German last year in order to understand the films of the 30s when UFA was a force to be reckoned with. Now, at this arbitrary instant in time, my hand moves across the page of an oblong black notebook containing 300 blue-lined pages. I have covered 18 pages already. That leaves 282 yet to be filled. If one counts the present page, of which I have used 12 of 32 lines, 13 with these last words, now 14. The hand is small, with delicate tapering fingers and a slight golden down at the back near the wrist. The nails are exquisitely cared for, lacquered silver, except for the right index fingernail, which is cracked diagonally from the left side of the tip to the part where the flesh begins, the result of trying to pry loose an ice cube from one of those new plastic ice trays, which so freeze that unless you half melt them under the hot water tap, you can never get the ice out. There are limits, however, to describing exactly what I see as I write and you read. More to the point, one must accept the fact that there are no words to describe for you exactly what my body is like as I sit, perspiring freely, in this furnished room high above the Strip for which I am paying $87.50 a month. Much too much, but I must not complain, for a life dream has come true. I am in Hollywood, California, the source of all this century's legends, and tomorrow it has been arranged for me to visit Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. No pilgrim to Lourdes can experience what I know I shall experience once I stepped into that magic world, which has occupied all my waking thoughts for 20 years. Yes, 20 years. Believe it or not, I am 27 years old and saw my first movie at the age of 7. Marriage is a Private Affair, starring Lana Turner, James Craig, and the late John Hodiak, produced by Pandro S. Berman and directed by Robert Leonard. As a small girl, I used to yearn for Lana Turner to crush me against her heavy breasts, murmuring, "I love you, Myra, you perfect darling." Fortunately, this lesbian phase passed, and my desires were soon centered upon James Craig. I saw every film he ever made. I even have recordings of his voice. In Parker Tyler's masterpiece, Magic and Myth of the Movies, he refers to James Craig's voice as some kind of middle Southwest drawl, a genuine Lulu. I can certify that James Craig was in every way a Lulu, and for years I practiced self-abuse thinking of that voice, those shoulders, those powerful thighs thrust between my own, and, if I may be candid, no matter what condition James Craig is in today, married or not, decrepit or not, Myra Breckinridge is ready to give him a good time for old time's sake.